there's a lot of talk about should we exercise our responsibility to protect. You just take a look at the U.S. record on responsibility to protect. I mean, don't have to go through it. We don't have time, and there's no need. But the fact that these words can even be spoken reveals something quite extraordinary about the U.S. and, in fact, Western moral and intellectual culture. Quite apart from the fact that it's all gross violation of international law. I mean, Obama talks about his latest line is that he didn't establish a red line. The world established it by the conventions on chemical warfare. Well, actually, the world does have a treaty which Israel didn't sign and which the U.S. has totally neglected. For example, when it supported Saddam Hussein's really horrifying use of chemical weapons, now that's used to denounce Saddam Hussein, with overlooking the fact that it was not only tolerated but basically supported by the Reagan administration. And of course, the convention has no enforcement mechanisms. There's also no responsibility to protect. That's a fraud perpetrated in Western intellectual culture. There is a notion, and in fact there are two notions. There's one passed by the UN General Assembly, which does talk about responsibility to protect, but it offers no authorization for any kind of intervention except under conditions of the UN Charter. There's another version, which is adopted only by the West, U.S. and its allies, which is unilateral, and it says responsibility to protect permits permits military intervention by regional organizations in the region of their authority without Security Council authorization. Well, translating that into English, it means it provides authorization for the U.S. and NATO to use violence wherever they choose without Security Council authorization. That's what's called responsibility to protect in Western discourse. If it weren't so tragic, it would be farcical.